Well, Misery is coming to the stage at Encore Theatre. We've got two of the top cast. Well, there's only three in the cast, so I shouldn't single out the one guy who's not here. Sorry. But we've got two of the cast members here with the show to tell us more about it. To my immediate left, we have Jody Brinsfield. She is Annie, and then we have John Schleister, and he is Paul in the movie. Well, it's a movie and a play too. But I'm going to let them explain it. Thank you both for coming today, you guys.
Thank you very much.
All right, so it is based on the Stephen King novel, and we've seen the movie before. So Jody, give us a little background in case someone's never seen the movie. What kind of show is this that you're going to see at Encore?
Well, it's a Stephen King, and a lot of people relate more of his books to like gore and horror. But actually, most of the stuff that he does is more of a psychological thriller, and that's what this is. This one is a psychological thriller.
Right, yeah. John, they're playing with your character's mind here, aren't they?
and my ankles, and yes.
Your character is in bed for the whole show, I think?
A good part of it, yes.
So what's it like playing someone who's in bed and, you know, trying to defend themselves, so to speak?
Watching Jody run around is just an incredible experience, being able to work with her. And the things that they're having me do in the bed, Kim Lane is such a wonderful director, showing us, so maybe try to do this, try to portray that. It's just those little nuances that's just so cool.
Jody, how would you explain your character?
Annie is, I always just say that she's very misunderstood. She is very, very passionate about specific things in her life, and one of those things are the Paul Sheldon books, the Misery books. And she basically lives her life vicariously through reading these stories because she's basically a very lonely person living out in the middle of Colorado all by herself in this farm. So her way of getting out and being in the world is experiencing these books. So they're very, very precious to her.
Right. And she really didn't like the way one of the books went, right? That's why she's targeting John's character.
Yes, she was very upset with the ending of the previous book that she gets while he is recuperating at her house. And she decides to take some matters into her own hands and try to reverse the course of something that she thought was wrong. So,
yeah. So, John, you know, she kind of wants you to rewrite the story and things like that. But she's also, as you said, your ankles and stuff. I mean, you're getting some injuries during this, so to speak. How do you do that on stage like that? How are you guys doing this?
Oh, it's been a lot of, okay, try this, let's do that. And luckily, I'm not going to go into great detail about how we're doing. I want people to come to see it. But at the end of the show, I at least get to walk out. So it's a perk.
I assume that it kind of makes it hard a little bit. I mean, with some shows, you know, you have easy, you know, things to do, but some of this stuff, you know, kind of, you guys probably have, it's a little bit difficult to figure it out, right?
Yeah, this is a very, very physical show.
Yes.
It's also very trying mentally as well. But lucky for us, Kim Lane, who is an excellent director, she has been very, very specific on making sure that we are going through specific routines so that we are being very safety conscious.
Yes.
Because she absolutely doesn't want any of her actors getting hurt in any way, shape, or form. So all of the violent scenes that are occurring, we're making sure that those are being performed in a very safe way.
Now, you know, we're talking about violent scenes and things. Who would you say would be great to come to this show? I mean, anybody who's read the book or seen the movie, or what do you think?
Absolutely. If you enjoy that Stephen King genre, definitely that's for you. I would absolutely not recommend anybody under 13 coming to see the show. There is the violence, there is the language, and this is more of the older teenage adult fare for this one.
Yeah, but don't you think that the audience is gonna get a lot from this? They're gonna be thinking. I mean, I feel like this is one of those shows that, like, afterwards you're gonna go out and get something to eat, and you're just gonna be talking about this, you know?
We sure hope so.
Definitely.
But that's what you want, right? I mean, does that make it difficult too, to, you know, portray all this stuff and all these feelings and get it so people think afterwards?
Very much so. And when we're driving home from even doing the choreographing and stuff, wow, that's deep. You know, just some of the things that Kim's having us do. It's great that she also explains why she's having to do it.
She absolutely does. She's very, very good at it.
Well, she's explaining it, and you guys are acting it out for us. So,
Yes.
I mean, I always thought comedy was hard, but do you think this is maybe one of the more difficult shows that you guys have been in?
Comedy can be hard. Sometimes comedy is harder than drama, but for me, this is a bucket list role. I've always wanted to play this role, and I'm just very excited to do it. But it's also, I'm very nervous about it because I want to do it. I want to be true to the character. I want to play it right. But I very much have been enjoying the rehearsal times, and the cast is great. Our third member, Paul, is fabulous. He's just, he came in like his first rehearsal with all of his lines memorized, and I'm like, dude, you're an overachiever. I can't do that. But
That's a little bit much, isn't it?
yeah, but he's great. He's a great scene partner. I don't think that John doesn't really have hardly any interaction with him.
Not a lot.
But you do.
But I do.
Yeah.
And
All right,
so,
and
yeah.
now's the time to buy tickets because we're opening up and there's 2 weekends worth as usual.
Yes.
And shows on Friday and Saturday at 8 o'clock and on Sunday 2 o'clock. There's the information on the screen. Misery at Encore Theatre. Thank you guys for coming today. Really
Thanks
good to
for
have
having
you.
us
Holly.
very much.
All right, don't go away. We'll look at the weather forecast next.